field shifts to the right. Benintendi's kicked it up in the power department. Splitter high and away. The Sox team, even without Murakami, has been bombing the ball in his absence. And remember, he had 20 home runs. He went on the injured list in that Tigers series. 1-1. Splitter down and away. That pitch goes into the books as a splitter, and Troy Melton says, really, it's a changeup.
Yeah, split change, exactly.
So we'll call it a changeup. 2-1. Cutter, backdoor, misses. But other guys have stepped up, and it's always interesting to see how teams respond when a big bat or a big arm is subtracted. And the Yankees have done it without Aaron Judge, the 3-1. Swinging a fly ball softly to right. Carpenter and Vierling will converge. Vierling will make the catch. Man, that ball started almost straightaway right field. Kerry Carpenter was coming in, and then he realized how much the wind was pushing it, and it looked like it pushed that ball over to Matt Vierling in the right center field gap. My goodness.
I was watching Hao-Yu Lee. He was looking up at it, too, like it was popped up, and I got a chance for it. I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, Carpenter didn't look like he had a good look at the home run. Colson Montgomery batting, fastball up. So the last start for Troy Melton, this was after he went 7 innings, 1 run against the White Sox. 8 innings, 2 runs against Tampa. No Tiger pitcher has done that this year. 7 and 8 inning starts back-to-back. Curveball up and away, 2-0 on Montgomery. Then he had the start against Minnesota where they hit 4 home runs in 5 innings of work, including home runs that were, 94 miles an hour off the bat, 38-degree launch angle. That's a pop-up. Swinging a foul straight back. And his good buddy on the other side said, yeah, even Cody Clemens came back in the dugout and said, really? That ball went out? So it was a hot, humid night. He had sat around for a couple of hours. He said, I was probably overhydrated. The 2-1. Swinging a pop-up. Will it be playable? Wind's pushing it, and will push it away from Kevin McGonigal, who came over, but that's bounces by the Tigers dugout. 2-2. He said, I was sweating. He said, I had no grip on my changeup. And so, again, no excuses, but the conditions definitely played into that line that you see in his last start. The 2 starts before are the ones that really catch your eye. 15 innings total, 3 runs on 10 hits, 10 strikeouts. Working middle of the rubber into his motion, the 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball, shallow center field. Vierling went back because he remembers the win last night. Comes in and makes the catch. Montgomery's soft little pop-up and a nice bounce back after the leadoff home run for Antonacci. First inning, second of a 3-game weekend series. White Sox with a 1-0 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Protecting your home or business takes more than luck. It takes the right coverage. Frost & Rimmer Agency, Inc. and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance are built to keep your bases covered. With tailored policies and trusted protection, we're ready for whatever comes your way. Don't strike out on protection. Call Frost & Rimmer Agency, Inc. today at 734-782-2411 or visit us at insurancebyfrost.com.
Hey, Tigers fans! Summer is here, which means it's time for baseball and beaches. Head to Traverse City and soak in the sun at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, the official summer resort of Detroit Tigers fans. Enjoy championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, and endless water fun. Plan your summer vacation at GrandTraverseResort.com, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill, America. And fire up the grill, America. Because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Looking for a healthcare provider? Go to mclaren.org/primary care to find a doctor near you.
First pitch fastball, strike, down and away from Kevin McGonigal. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 White Sox. Tigers facing the 33-year-old from Brockton, Massachusetts. An opener today, Sean Newcomb. Ground ball up the middle. It'll be gloved by Montgomery, ranging far to his left to the right field side of second. Fields and flips to Gonzalez at first base. Good play.
Yeah, that gap closed in a hurry. That looked for a second that it was going to sneak up the middle. But Montgomery ranging on the second base side of shortstop. Played right up the middle.
That was really well played.
Yeah, and just reached down at that last split second to take that base hit away.
10th year in the major leagues for Newcomb. Used to be a starter his first 2 years with Atlanta. He had a pretty solid debut as a starter, but he's been a reliever since 2019. First year with the White Sox, well-traveled in recent years. Slurve away, 2-0 on Dylan Dingler. If you're a lefty reliever who's had any measure of success, teams are always going to be calling about you at the trade deadline. And he has been moved to the trade deadline a few times. Slurve for a strike to make it 2-1. This is always the challenge for an opposing manager. A.J. Hinch loves presenting opposing teams with a challenge and trying to figure out how he's going to use his bullpen on. This is a bullpen day, not an opener, really. So this is just the first of many relievers today for the White Sox. Swinging a foul, and the challenge for A.J. Hinch. How do I set my lineup? I know who's going to start, but they've got 4 lefties in that bullpen. 3 more that Will Venable can go to. He chose to go with the righties right off the top. Soft line drive and a leaping grab at second by Antonacci. Oh, man. He went back and realized he had a shot at it, timed his jump perfectly like an outfielder at the wall, and hauled it in.
Man, I mean, he had him perfectly placed, too. I mean, that line drive was like it was right over his head, but what an athletic play, and there he is again. Wasn't enough that he...
This guy's a pain.
Yeah, it wasn't enough that he hit a home run in the top of the first, but makes a great play there.
Matt Bierling takes first pitch outside first inning, brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. And today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. We saw him play the heck out of left field in Chicago. Now we see him make a heck of a play at second base. Slurve for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play. The numbers for Newcomb. 42 innings, so they use him obviously multiple innings at a time. This former starter, this is his 29th game, but 42 innings of work. He's given up just 33 hits. Walk rate around 2. Strikeout rate an 8.5 per 9. Opponents have hit 216 with no power. The 1-2 swing and a foul out of play. And you would think, Dan, if he keeps getting outs on a bullpen day, a former starter who has used multiple innings at a time, they might let him roll through the first 3 innings.
And he's gone as many as 2 2/3 innings and 51 pitches this year.
1-2, fastball 95, sails up and away, 2-2.
And that's the thing, he still has that starting arsenal to relies mainly on 3 pitches, though. You know, the 4-seam, slurve, and sinker.
2-2, sinker away. Romo tried to haul that back into the strike zone, but it was a foot outside. Home plate umpire Stu Sherwater wasn't buying. Jordan Baker's at first, he's the crew chief. Junior Valentine at second, Rob Drake at third. Slurve gets a swing and miss. Sharp break down under the bat of Matt Bierling. 7th pitch of the at-bat is strike 3. And then a strikeout. We go to the second inning, 1-0 White Sox on the Detroit Tigers radio network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Accidents don't have business hours, and neither do we. Any day, anytime, you can call the Mike Morse Law Firm, and you'll get a real person, not a machine. We jump into action immediately because every second counts after a crash. I meet clients in hospitals, in their homes, wherever they need me to be. You're not just another face here. You get the attention, respect, and fight you deserve. Who you hire matters. Don't delay. Call me now. 855-MIKE-WINS.
Meijer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Troy Melton delivers the fastball that's popped up off the bat of Randall Grichuk to short. Zach McKinstry barely has to move. Onto the outfield grass, makes the catch. Interesting, the wind at times, Dan, is definitely pushing balls around. That time the ball went up. Zach McKinstry sat on a spot and didn't have to move. So the wind didn't do anything with that ball.
Yeah, and it's still, blowing pretty good out there. The flags are moving pretty well. It just, for some reason, just went up maybe before the gust came up.
Jacob Gonzalez made his debut against the Tigers in Chicago. It's impressive the number of bats the White Sox are bringing up who are producing. Ground ball to first base. It's been a quiet start for Gonzalez. Torkelson will field off to the glove side to the bag. Tiger with his left foot. Jacob Gonzalez grounds out. So the White Sox very aggressive. So far, 4 of the first 6 hitters have put one of the first 2 pitches in play. And Tanachi hit a home run. The other 3 have all made easy outs. And this is a big deal for Troy Melton. Remember in that start against Tampa where he went 8, he just couldn't throw first pitch strikes. First pitch here, cutter, strike 1. Previous start, he was 12 for 28 first pitch strikes, and then he started 0 for 8 against Tampa. 5 of the first 8 batters reached. And then he said Jake started calling for more cutters. And it's always interesting, Dan, that pitch was the pitch that got him back into the strike zone because of the way he has to finish delivering the cutter. Curveball bounces, check swing. He did not go 1-1.
Yeah, I think the other thing, too, is just he checked his emotions, too. He didn't start freaking out like, oh, man, I'm not throwing first pitch strikes, and just said, okay, it's going to come back, and it did. But that cutter, you can tell they're being aggressive, and they just switched it up a little.
Ground ball softly to first and foul ball. Torque fielded it. It went right over the bag, but just apparently to the foul territory side. Jordan Baker, the crew chief, right on it. But it was, and you're right, the mental side was too. It's like I just decided, in addition to Jake calling more cutters, I decided I'm going to get back to what I do. And what he's done his career in terms of this year and last year, he's a strike thrower.
He is. He's in a challenge, and that's why I think Jake has noticed, too, that how aggressive the White Sox are and just said, you know what, I'm not going to let him just take free swings at four-seamers. I'm going to put a little wrinkle in it.
1-2, swinging a pop foul out of play. He finished that Tampa game, again, 0 for 8 after a 12 for 28 game first pitch strikes. So he'd gone 12 for 36 first pitch strikes. And he finished by throwing first pitch strikes to 18 of the final 21 batters. The 1-2. Splitter up and away. Just good to see him out there healthy. When he got scratched, it was one of those, oh no. The 2-2. Pulled the changeup. Got to get used to calling it a changeup. Everyone's going into the books as a splitter, but he told us changeup. So that's what we're calling it. The 3-2. Cutter missed low, a rare walk for Troy Melton to the rookie Braden Montgomery. So look at the rookies in this lineup. Antonacci is getting really his first playing time. Well, he is. He's a rookie. He was just drafted a couple of years ago out of Coastal Carolina. He's been really good defensively, very solid offensively. Breaking ball up and away. Jacob Gonzalez, great numbers. Down at AAA, he got the call during the Tigers series. It's been a quiet start. Braden Montgomery has been called up since the Tigers saw the White Sox 3 weeks ago. He's got big numbers in the minor leagues. Former first-round pick. 1-0, back pick to first, and went off the glove of Torkelson, trickles into foul territory, and down to second base goes Braden Montgomery. I couldn't tell if that tipped off the glove or just Tork didn't get it at all and went off the runner.
Yeah, I think it went right off of Tork's glove.
Yeah, he was trying to be a little quick, wasn't he? And then it went off his shoulder.
The pitch is a strike. Detroit has 2 challenges remaining.
So the 1-0 pitch had been called a ball. Troy Melton is he the first pitcher to challenge successfully this year? We haven't had many.
We haven't had a few. I was trying to think if Tarek at one point did.
Tristan Peters swings and grounds it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he was, because everybody was watching the throw down to first, you could tell he was desperately trying to get somebody's attention. Like, hey, tapping his cap. I want a challenge. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good curveball from Troy Melton. Wipes out Tristan Peters. Another youngster. First full year in the major leagues who's having a very good year. First strikeout for Troy Melton ends the second. Walk does no harm. He strands a runner at second. And to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 White Sox. Baseball presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Do you suffer from back or neck pain? Trinity Health has the latest methods and technology to help. Our team looks at many treatment options to create a plan that's right for you. From physical therapy and pain management to advanced spine surgery. Say goodbye to living with pain. Reach out to the Trinity Health Spine Program and get back to enjoying your daily activities. TrinityHealthMI.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win. Bell's Brewery has a treat for you. Bell's Flyover. It's our new easy drinking light lager beer. Enjoy a flyover today.
Second inning is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Play the Michigan Lottery's Detroit Tigers instant ticket and online games. Riley Green leads off. Tork and Carpenter to follow. Sean Newcomb, the lefty, still on the mound. First pitch, fastball perfect on the outside edge for a called strike. Lefties, righties have hit him about the same in his career. A little tougher on righties, but it's only a matter of degrees this year. Riley swings and misses. Lefties have had some success attacking the sinker, but otherwise they've been shut down by his offerings. Slurve down and away. He attacks lefties with sinkers, slurs, and four-seam fastballs. The 1-2. Ground ball softly to third. Vargas gets around it and flips over to first. Gonzalez infield behind Newcomb today is Vargas at third. Montgomery, that's Colson. Montgomery at short, and Tanachi at second. He's already made a terrific play. Both the up-the-middle guys have made nice plays today. Jacob Gonzalez, the rookie, is over at first. Outfield today has the veteran Grichuk in left. Peters in center. He's very good. He made a misplay last night. And then Braden Montgomery is in right. Spencer Torkelson in the number 5 spot. We talked about it last night, but this is going to be a big, big piece. And pitch away makes it 2-0. A guy who really has to step up in the absence of Gleyber Torres. The Tigers are hoping the Torres injury won't be as long-term as the first oblique. Remember last year he had a minimum stay on the IL with an oblique, which we'd never seen before. The 3-0 pitch to Torque. Fastball outer third for a called strike at 95. Injury report brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. But man, the offense came alive when he came back, and they're going to miss him. Swinging a foul out of play. AJ made it very clear. Some guys have to step up. Talking defensively, who is going to start at second base, it's going to be a mix. But more than anything, how do I fill that number 2 spot in my lineup? Well, Dylan Dingler's there now. I think he would love to have somebody else there so Dingler can hit in the heart of the order. 3-2, swinging a little soft tap foul.
He's seen other teams do it. You know, you were just talking about Murakami and the White Sox. They haven't really lost a beat. And the Yankees with Aaron Judge. I mean, it's other people just have stepped up, saying, hey, just hold on until we can get the big guy back.
The 3-2 to Torque, swing and a miss. Just challenged him with a fastball, and he dotted it away. It's time for Dollars on Deck. If Kerry Carpenter gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's oldest business, largest Trex decking dealer. Dan, the strikeouts are really starting to pile up for Torque. Looking at it a little bit earlier, over his last 21 games, he's had at least 1 strikeout in all but 2 games, and 32 strikeouts his last 75 at-bats. Anything you're seeing? Because he's not chasing. And now he's been attacked with off speed, and now he's being attacked with fastballs, and it's become quite a bit of swing and miss.
You know, the only thing that I just seeing some frustration when it looks like he's missing pitches that he feels he can hammer.
Ground ball to second base. Antonacci will charge, glove it off the dirt, and short little flip to Gonzalez at first. We'll talk a little bit more about that as the game goes on. Carpenter grounds out, and it's today's opener for the Chicago White Sox on a bullpen day. Sean Newcomb. We headed the third 1-0 White Sox on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Baseball is back in the D, and it's time to bring the bliss to game day. This season, crack open a Carbliss while you're cheering on the Detroit Tigers, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories with bold, unbeatable flavor. From tailgates outside the ballpark to watch parties at home, Carbliss is the MVP of your lineup. So when the Tigers swing big, you sip big. Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Find your bliss at drinkcarbliss.com.
If your phone charges faster than you do, it's time for a checkup. Feeling drained even after a full night's sleep? Low energy isn't just a part of getting older. It could be a sign of an underlying health concern. Don't just push through it. Schedule a checkup with your doctor to help recharge your body and get back to feeling like yourself. Don't have a primary care provider? Find one at mclaren.org/primary care.
For 40 years, United Wholesale Mortgage has been building the #1 team in the country. Here, you'll join a community that works hard and celebrates wins together. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up, our unmatched growth, inclusive culture, and commitment to building long-term success give you the opportunity to thrive. No mortgage experience? All team members receive paid on-site training to get you started and keep you moving forward. Discover a career with momentum at uwmjobs.com.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein, and we partner with the Michigan State Police to keep you safe on the road. Get your free Call Sam car safety kit today at callsam.com.
Partner of the Detroit Tigers, Drew Romo, at the plate. He takes ball 1, now swings it to 1-0. A cutter at the belt, pops it up to shallow center field. Matt Vierling drifts over toward left center, makes the catch. I think we can say somewhat safely that the ball is not being pushed by the wind like it was last night, Dan. Because that was high in the air, and Matt Vierling never stopped coming in on the ball. And last night we saw him several times come in and then realize he had to go back.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly the way that looked. Is like, wait a minute, when's it going to carry? When's it going to stop? And he just kept on coming exactly straight toward home plate.
Sam Antonacci started the game with a home run. Sees a first pitch curveball for a called strike. I think of Drew Anderson using that pitch to steal strikes.
Yep.
Troy Melton has done it a couple of times today. It's a really good way to start in that bat.
I just like the way that they've already adjusted, though, just seeing how aggressive they are and throwing all of his pitches.
Cutter in, hit him on the back left knee. Didn't make a big effort to get out of the way. Always funny the guys who make zero effort to get out of the way on a pitch that's coming in at their left knee or at their bodies.
Antonacci, I mean, he's right on top of I think that's the 16th time he's been hit this year.
And we've seen guys do this with their lead elbow. He just stuck that knee out, so it's actually the right front knee, not the back left knee. And he stuck it out. It was coming in, he saw it, and he angled that knee closer to home plate.
And he's right on top of it. That right elbow was over the plate. Gary Carpenter does that too. The same thing on those breaking balls inside.
Swing and a miss, sinker. Wow. Miguel Vargas at the plate. That thing ate him up. Woo. Diving down and in. He learned in Chicago, well, prior to his home run, Vargas, all of his production really has been against lefties this year. He's been fine against righties, but big numbers against lefties. He does not hit right-handed fastballs. Drew Anderson learned that in Chicago. The changeup that he left up went out. He attacked him with fastballs last night and struck him out on 3. Last one, 97, buried it at the knees. The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Slider down. It was a good one. Matt Vierling will come in straightaway center, make the catch. About 80 feet from the infield dirt. Third inning today is brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. One more injury update. We updated Gleyber Torres. Wenzel Perez had to stay behind after that freak accident that you probably heard about. I mean, kind of the way things are going. Flip over to first to drive Antonacci back. He's got 9 steals, been caught 4 times. So the freak accident, the band hooked to the wall, breaks, and it comes off and hits his eye. The good news about Wenzel Perez, the eyesight apparently is fine. But there are cuts around his eye, and he could not fly because of the swelling. Benintendi at the plate, he takes first pitch, cutter, strike 1. But the good news out of that was the eyesight is fine. It has not been affected by that freak accident, working out with bands after the game Tuesday. The 0-1 bounces up to home plate. Jake Rogers can't find the ball. Is in the dirt. You know who read that really well? Antonacci. That ball bounced. Jake blocked it. And as soon as he saw that ball bounce, he was off. He didn't even wait to see if Jake was going to find it.
Yeah, they just look at that trajectory and can see, okay, wait a minute, that's going to bounce way in front of home plate. So they're already thinking about, okay, getting that good secondary lead. Once they just bounces away from the catcher, they're able to take off.
Jake did everything he could, but that was a changeup that bounced, 3-4 feet in front of home plate.
Yeah. Home plate umpire Stu Sherwater giving Jake a little bit of a respite there. It just looked like it came up and caught him in that right bicep, maybe right shoulder.
The 1-1. Cutter away. 2-1 on Benintendi. As we said, some guys have picked up the slack, or at least kind of bumped up the power game in the absence of Murakami, their big power threat, and Andrew Benintendi is one of them. He's had 20 home runs each of the last 2 years for the White Sox. 2-1, ground ball to first base, backhanded by Torkelson, underhand flip to Melton. He'll tag first base with the right foot, 3-1 put out. And since the Antonacci home run, Troy Melton's got a lot of easy outs so far, not since the home run. Tigers bat, bottom of the third, trying to get these bats going against the White Sox. 1-0 Sox. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Tigers fans, join the Detroit Tigers and Dunham Sports on Friday, June 26th at the Laurel Park location in Livonia for a special player appearance. From 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., meet a Detroit Tigers player and get an autograph while supporting Gloves for Kids. Bring new or gently used sports equipment to donate through Leveling the Playing Field and help kids get in the game. Don't miss it. Friday, June 26th from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at Dunham Sports on Newburgh Road in Livonia.
Hit a home run this season on your next Ford vehicle lease or purchase at Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. Proud to be family owned and operated for over 44 years. Varsity Ford never strikes out, getting you the best deal. Our professional sales team is like no other, and we treat every customer like an MVP. Varsity Ford is driven by family and built on tradition. No matter if it's the first inning or the bottom of the ninth, Varsity Ford is here to the last pitch. I'm Joe Stanford, making deals today, every day, and best of all on Saturdays too. Only at Varsity Ford.
No matter what your sport, you win with energy efficiency tips from DTE. DTE's online interactive home can help you find tools, tips, and programs to lower your energy bill. Our Insight app gives you real-time information to make changes to reduce your usage. And our rebates put real money back into your pocket. So check out dteenergy.com/home and you'll savings, that is. DTE.
Experience the difference at Clean Express Auto Wash and join our Wash Smart Unlimited Club starting at $20 a month. Official car wash of the Detroit Tigers.
1-0. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 6 up, 6 down for Sean Newcomb. Stan mentioned he can go 3. He's gone 2 2/3, and if he's cruising on a bullpen day, if your lead guy gets off to a great start, you're just going to keep rolling with him.
And what a luxury that is, too.
Will Venable's going to roll with Newcomb. Slurve up and away. And you can see, it's kind of interesting that he became a reliever so early in his career, Dan. This is a starter's arsenal, like you said. 2-1 fastball on the inside edge for a called strike. Lee was jackknifing out of the way, raising his hands. 2-2.
Yeah, you see that fastball, it's hitting right in the mid-90s. Average is 94, but he's 95, 96.
Fastball up and away makes it 3-2. Again, he's not going to walk you. Hao-Yu Lee is very aggressive. If this pitch is close, he'll be swinging. 3-2, swinging a fly ball right field fairly deep. Going back Montgomery, he'll have room in front of the warning track to make the catch. Tyler Davis has begun to warm in the bullpen for the White Sox. 7 up, 7 down. Hard contact? None. McGonigal probably made the best bid for a hit with a ground ball hit hard up the middle, but Montgomery at short range far to the right field side of second to make a play, and then Dylan Dingler's soft line drive. And Tanati at second. He jumped up, and it seemed like he got a little extra boost halfway up. It's like he kicked his legs and got up a little bit higher. Made the catch.
It was. It was a tremendous play.
Rogers swings and misses. The strike one. Swinging a foul out of play. It is a steady 95 from this lefty. Series is brought to you in part by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Works first base side of the rubber from the full windup. The 0-2 got him. He painted down and in. He has been dotting that fastball in, out, especially. Third strikeout for Newcomb. 8 up, 8 down.
Yeah, he throws from that low, almost sidearm angle, and that four seam has been tough on opponents. They're hitting just 100 on that four seamer, and lefties have yet to get a hit on it.
Fastball. I mean, look where these pitches are. 96 into Zach McKinstry. The last 3 fastballs have all been right on the black. The strike one. Slurve on the outer third for a called strike.
Well, a couple of those slurves wasn't finishing them to the right-handers, but he's got that point of release on the right and lefties.
Fastball misses high and tight. Think he might go back to the slurve here?
Yeah, it's just he knows that he can aim it right toward the lefty, and a couple of those to the righties were just squirting out into the left-handed hitter's batter's box.
Big lefty into his motion, the 1-2, swinging a foul off of the catcher, Drew Romo. 40 pitches, 20 6 strikes now, 41 pitches, 27 strikes. That's terrific. Strike throwing for Sean Newcomb, bullpen day. And if your lead guy does this, as a manager, you really have things set up to go the way you want. The 1-2 is swing and a miss, fastball up. Zach McKinstry strikes out on a shoulder-high fastball. 9 up, 9 down for Newcomb with 4 strikeouts. No hard. We head to the 4th inning, 1-0 Chicago on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A. Member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein, and we partner with the Michigan State Police to keep you safe on the road. Get your free Call Sam car safety kit today at callsam.com.
Colson Montgomery swings at a first pitch changeup and waves. Strike 1. 4, 5, 6 hitters against Troy Melton. The strike 1. Curveball, backdoor, strike 2. Stan said a quick adjustment. Fastballs to start the game. Second fastball hit out by Antonacci. Not a home run hitter. And they definitely were attacking the fastball early. They're not seeing many first pitch, even second pitch fastballs right now, Dan.
No, I just like the entire arsenal he's throwing. You know, the changeup, the curveball, the cutter.
The 0-2 swinging a pop up to center field. And Fielding will wave his arms. Straightaway center, make the catch. Strike throwing is really good. Braden Montgomery drew a walk in the second inning. Since then, he's only gone to a 2-ball count one time on the last 6 batters. Starting to fill up the strike zone, and when he's right, this is what Troy Melton does. The one thing you notice, Dan, that not much in the way of swing and miss or strikeouts. I'll take the 7 and 8 inning starts. One had 1 strikeout, one with 5. Fastball splits the middle of the plate to Randall Grichuk, getting the start against the righty today. He's a righty who hits lefties. That's his specialty. The strike 1. Fastball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. But looking at this mix of pitches, you've pointed out he's still scraping rust away. He looked awfully efficient in those 7 and 8 inning starts. Not a lot of swing and miss this year or last. 1-1 sinker down and in. Man, that ball moved.
It does.
Holy smokes. Started middle of the plate, ended up almost by the back right foot of Randall Grichuk. It's out of a crouch, really spreads out. Knees bent, bends at the waist toward the plate, the 2-1. Away. Didn't miss by much, forcing fastball. So it feels like Troy Melton is going to be a guy who gets a lot more swing and miss, more strikeouts. 3-1. Dotted down and away with a cutter at 93 as this year goes on. You think so?
I just think that Tarek Skubal gets a lot of strikeouts, but he always says, if somebody wants to make an out on the first 2 pitches, I'll take it all day long.
3-2, ground ball and a high chop to third. McGonigal will charge field, throw on the grass over to first. Torkelson 2 up and 2 down. Really impressive after the Antonacci home run on the second pitch. There hasn't been a hard-hit ball.
So they just know that, especially Tarek Skubal's going to fill up the strike zone. Troy Melton's going to throw a lot of strikes, so they can be aggressive. And you know what? If I don't get a lot of strikeouts, that's just because they're putting a lot of balls in play in the first couple of pitches.
Jacob Gonzalez swings and hits a ground ball foul down the first baseline. Fourth inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows. Celebrating 82 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Instant replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM, 1-0 White Sox. We're in the fourth, strike one. Fastball, called the ball, and Jacob Gonzalez looked like he wanted to challenge, didn't he?
It almost, I thought Jake almost was starting to raise that right hand too.
Jacob Gonzalez thought it was called a strike, and it should have been. Ground ball to second base. Hao-Yu Lee ranging far to his left. Makes the play from the outfield grass, flips it to first. And another quick, easy inning for Troy Melton. His pitch count at 50 through 4. This is how he worked deep into games. A few starts. At the bottom of the fourth inning, Tigers trying to get this offense going, down 1-0. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $40.89 due at signing. That's $199 per month with $40.89 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCofferinfo.com for details.
American values, strength, quality, and pride in a job well done. Everything Wallside has meant for over 82 years. And as America celebrates 250 years, Wallside is too, with half off all windows. Plus, get an extra $250 off every window for cash. Or choose low monthly payments with our no deposit, no interest financing. Strength, quality, pride in a job well done. Wallside, 1-800-521-7800. Or go to wallside.com.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
Today's game brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Pitch and change brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Tyler Davis on a bullpen day is pitcher number 2 for Will Venable. And all Will wants him to do is match what pitcher number 1 did. Sean Newcomb was perfect. You don't see that very often on a bullpen day. First pitcher goes 9 up, 9 down. Kevin McGonigal robbed of a hit first time out. Really fine play by Colson Montgomery. Takes a fastball up. This is a rookie. Started the year AAA. Got the call in April. 22nd appearance of the year. Fastball up. Misses 3-0.
Yeah, just loves that fastball, as we're seeing right here. Average is just a tick over 96, but all 3 of them have been up around the shoulders from Kevin McGonigal. And I think sometimes you just say, thank goodness that they got Newcomb out of that game.
3-0, missed big. That was 4 pitches that he didn't sniff the strike zone.
Not even close.
I mean, Sean Newcomb was dotting in and out with the fastball. The numbers for this righty, he's a little past prospect status at 27 years old. 23 innings of work coming in. Walk rate of 4 per 9. That's 10 walks in those 23 innings, 20 strikeouts. Opponents have hit just 203. For some reason, his ERA is at 4.76, so there must be some bad luck on when the 2 home runs he's allowed. It must have been with men on base. Dingler takes a pitch in the dirt, and that immediately takes Drew Romo out to the mound. Second baseman Sam Antonacci comes in, but a 4.76 ERA really doesn't go with the numbers that he has put up in terms of holding opponents to a 200 batting average with no power.
No, I just find it interesting. Antonacci came in,
yeah,
you know,
one of his buddy, you know,
that's or they played
word
somewhere or something like that. But just came in and you know, or just that little bit of leadership and that spunkiness that he's displaying just in the way he plays.
Dylan Dingler takes a perfect slider after 5 straight balls. He dots a slider down and away. 3 hits in the game last night. Dylan has raised his average up to 263, and it's 263 with power. The 1-1. Another big miss with a power fastball, 97, but not close. These are all really ball out of hand.
And it's pretty much just 4-seam slider. We'll throw an occasional split finger, mainly to lefties.
2-1. Dingler swings, pops it up, foul first base side. The wind is going to keep that one in. Gonzalez comes over, makes the catch on the dirt track by the visiting dugout on the first base side. That ball was heading into the seats, and the wind pushed it right back to Gonzalez.
It sure was. You know, normally those foul balls, they will kind of slice back and come back. That one really was pushed by the wind. You could see it starting to work, but then the wind caught it and really pushed it back. Look, he was over to the dugout and ended up being maybe what?
Yeah.
You know, good
10
10 feet. Yeah.
Enough clouds in the area to provide a little bit of relief for the fans. Another big crowd here at Comerica Park today. Matt Vierling takes a strike on the outside edge. This is a White Sox team that gives up runs. Kind of comes and goes since we saw them a few weeks ago. Tigers scored just 5 runs in the 3 games in Chicago. They really had to battle to scratch out 4 last night. Fastball at the belt for a called strike. But they've given up plenty of runs since the Tigers saw them 3 weeks ago and going 7-7. They've given up 6 runs or more 7 times. Gave up double-digit run totals in the first 2 games to the Yankees in New York before winning the finale. Tigers, though, have just not been able to solve any of the White Sox pitchers. And it's their rotation gives up runs. Their bullpen gives up runs. So far, they have been very tough on the Tigers. 9 runs through 4 games, plus the first 3 innings of this game. Vierling waiting on the 0-2. Fastball up and away. Ooh, he wanted to swing at that. And he held up.
You know, I just go back to that 3-game series in Chicago, and Will Venable, it just seemed like he was pushing all the right buttons in that series, too.
I agree.
mean, he had the right guy warming up at the right time.
Line drive down the left field line, foul. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Dan. Will Venable really impressed us in that series.
Yeah.
You could tell this team played better under Will Venable last year. The 1-2. Ground ball foul again down the third base line. Vierling will see at least 6 pitches in this trip to the plate. In today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. After a 121-loss season in 2024, breaking the all-time record. Will Venable hired, and even though they lost 100 last year, it was definitely a different White Sox team. They played a better brand of baseball. It was just a disinterested team, really the previous 2 years. The 1-2, foul back to the top of the screen. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matt hitting 201, 2-run home run in the first inning yesterday. Got the Tigers offense started, but they just really couldn't build. Their winning rally was a flare single, a walk, and a bloop single. What should have been a bloop single. Tristan Peters dove. The ball went by him. He had no chance of making the catch. And that scored the 2 key runs. Fastball high and outside. Pitch number 7 is ball 2. Davis, 6'2", 210-pound righty, works over on the first base side of the rubber. 8th pitch of the at-bat, the 2-2 away. Drew Romo really yanking some of these pitches back toward home plate. I'm like, you're not going to get that.
Not that. No. I mean, the one that's maybe a ball off the corner or something, but
not
that's,
a foot.
No.
McGonigal edges off of first. 3-2, swinging a pop-up. Will this stay playable? I think the wind will not bring it back into play. Fortunately, Matt Vierling will see at least 10 pitches in this trip to the plate. Still want to see a ball from a Tiger bat get up in the air with something behind it to left. Look at the David Whitney building, which is deep down the right field line. Flag is standing straight out, indicating a right to left breeze. 3-2 pitch again. McGonigal takes off, pitch outside, ball 4. That's good. Trip to the plate for Matt Vierling. Fell behind 0-2. Fouled off 4 2-strike pitches and draws the walk on the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
And some of those balls that he was fouling off were pitcher's pitches. They were tough. You know, you'll talk about that induced vertical break so much, and Davis has got a good one, a high one, almost 19. And some of those fastballs were tough to foul off.
First pitch splitter misses down and in. Yeah, anytime you see 19, that really catches your eye, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just makes it very hard to make solid contact at the top rail. The 1-0. Fastball up. Riley Green has certainly been vulnerable to that pitch. He didn't chase that one. I like how he put it in spring. We're always going to swing at that pitch, we hitters. But if you can train yourself to lay off some of them, you will have some better at-bats, and he's certainly done that this year. Fastball misses in, a big miss. And now Tyler Davis is 1 pitch away from walking the bases loaded. Tigers trying to take advantage of an opportunity here in the 4th down, 1-0. The 3-0 pitch. Shot foul. Riley Green had the green light, and he attacked a fastball in, pulled it foul.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe just because of scattered it's Davis is, I thought maybe he wouldn't swing at that 3-0, but maybe he says if it's to my liking, I'm going to take a shot.
And that was a pitch he can drive.
Yes.
He was just a little out ahead of it. The 3-1. Swinging a little flare, will be caught at shortstop. Montgomery just backed up a couple of steps. For the second out, 2 outs, 2 on for Spencer Torkelson.
Well, you know what? When Tork was going through that good period of time where, 5 games in a row, he hit a home run. He was catching up to every fastball, and this is one of those guys that loves his 4-seam fastball, and maybe Tork can get one of those high fastballs and get it up into the wind where you want to see it.
Davis has been really tough on righties and lefties, especially righties. He hit 188 in their 48 at-bats with 1 home run. Tork takes fastball away. Romo again yanks. Doesn't get the call. Stu Sherwater. I'd love to hear the conversation from the umpire, like, hey, come on, man. I'm not going to give that to you. Quit trying. The 1-0. Fastball up, 2-0. Zone in. Get a pitch you can drive. Tork struck out on a fastball away, first time up. Carpenter waiting on deck. Tigers trying to get this offense started against White Sox pitching. 5th meeting of the year, and it's been a struggle. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Pitcher's pitch, Dan. On the black away.
Yeah, that's the thing where you get sometimes maybe a little bit anxious, especially against a guy that's spraying the ball. You know, that one that's just off the outside corner, and you're so anxious to do something big, you swing through it. 2-1,
fastball high and away, 3-1. Pitch counts are brought to you every game by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Pitch counts won't be an issue for White Sox today. Troy Melton impressively 51 pitches through 4. That's a nice low total. Torkelson waiting on a 3-1. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Fastball high. Walked him. Wow. Going to a 3-ball count on 4 of the 5 batters. Will Venable is is on his way to the mound, and that's the end of the day. For Tyler Davis, Joe Rock was warming earlier. Looks like he'll be coming in. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter coming up. And while the White Sox make the change, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
82. Corporate Eagle has defined fractional aviation. Exclusively Detroit. Exclusively yours. No out-of-town program can match the personal service we deliver right here at home. Locally based, proudly employee-owned. Every aircraft, every detail, every flight managed by your dedicated Detroit team. This is members-only aviation. Corporate Eagle.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio, but we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that fit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it better.
American values, strength, quality, and pride in a job well done. Everything Wallside has meant for over 82 years. And as America celebrates 250 years, Wallside is too. With half off all windows. Plus, get an extra $250 off every window for cash. Or choose low monthly payments with our no deposit, no interest financing. Strength, quality, pride in a job well done. Wallside. 1-800-521-7800. Or go to wallside.com.
Rock takes over on the mound. Pitching change brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Jahmai Jones will pinch hit for Kerry Carpenter. Bases are loaded. Not much time in the major leagues for this lefty. Again, one of 4 lefties in the bullpen for the White Sox. Off to a solid start. He too has major troubles throwing strikes. Jones at the plate in first pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider at the knees. Jahmai Jones is just not seeing first pitch fastballs very often.
No, and Joe Rock, last pitch Tuesday, threw 49 pitches, so he's a guy that might be stretched out a little bit and can give Venable some length.
Change up, high and outside. Big miss, ball out of hand. McGonigal the runner at third, Bierling at second. Torkelson at first. Single almost surely gives the Tigers a lead. Jahmai had a single in the game last night. Snapped a 2 for 45 stretch. The 1-1. Soft little tap foul. Feels like he's just going to continue to attack him with sliders. That went off his left leg. He's going to need a moment.
And that slider does look like a good pitch. Changeup was just way away. Relies mainly on the four-seam and slider.
Walking gingerly back toward that right-handed batter's box. It looked like it hit right at the top of his shin guard. I think it might have just missed the top of the shin guard. He is definitely in a little bit of pain. Kelly Rhodes, the Tigers assistant trainer, will head out and check on Jahmai, but he clearly needs a moment. This is a big moment for the Tigers. Been a struggle of the season for Jahmai Jones. Just has not been able to provide the production against lefties. And the Tigers really, their righties have not done a ton of damage against lefties this year. The ones who've gotten the most at bats, Dylan Dingler, been solid, but he's actually been much better against righties.
Boy, Dan, you think about it too, just after hitting one off his shin, will he go right back in with that slider on the inner part of the plate?
What would you do, Dan?
That's what I mean.
I'm picturing you doing that.
Just exactly with that in the back of Jahmai Jones's mind.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a slider away. Tigers strand 3. We go to the 5th inning. 1-0 White Sox after 4 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Hi, Tigers fans. It's Dan Dickerson. Over 162 special players to step up in the biggest moments. That's the textbook definition of dependability. For 87 years, Michiganders have counted on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to stand behind us during life's biggest moments. babies being born, broken bones being repaired, times when we need care that improves the quality and length of life. Blue Cross pays more than $100 million every day for the care of millions of us, doing their work in partnership with doctors and hospitals, providing health insurance in every zip code in all 83 Michigan counties. Blue Cross makes sure that we get the care we need wherever and whenever we need it, thanks to their nationwide network of 2 million participating care providers, standing behind us every day for 87 years. When you can rely on a company to be there for you again and again, that's dependability. That's Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Learn more about their work at mibluedaily.com.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Wade Montgomery, switch hitter, batting lefty, takes a pitch up and away, walked his first time up. Troy Melton has cruised through 4. 1-0, cutter backdoor away. 2-0, really good first pitch strike throwing through the first 4 innings. 10 of 15 batters saw strike 1. The 2-0 pounded him in, good fastball in the hands, popped it up to left. Riley Green is under it, makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down. Well, this is Black in Baseball weekend across baseball here at Comerica Park. Chance to celebrate all Black history in baseball, the achievements, the accomplishments, Black players through history, and also to bring attention to the need to continue to develop minority stars from across baseball, from the youth leagues and up. And to that end, we would like to give a big shout out to our friend Kurt Dozier Jr. and the job that he has done to put together 2 really important events this weekend here in Detroit. Tristan Peters at the plate, the 2-0, up and away, 3-0. We recognize some former Negro League players today at the ballpark. Johnny Walker and Charles Willis, Tommy Hayes, Pedro Sierra, and Minnie Forbes. There was a women's Negro Leagues as well. Tristan Peters takes ball 4. That's an unusual 4-pitch walk. The Detroit Stars played here in Detroit from 1919 to 1931 at Hamtramck Stadium and also Mack Park, but Hamtramck Stadium is where they have revived incredibly that ballpark. And that's where Kurt Dozier Jr., who runs the Full Count Foundation here in Detroit, he is, it feels like, single-handedly keeping youth baseball alive in Detroit, especially for kids, young kids. Chris Fetter's going to go out and have a conversation with Troy Melton as Drew Romo takes ball 1. Kurt Dozier Jr. organized the Negro League Prep Classic game yesterday at Hamtramck Stadium. Team Turkey Stearns against Team Ron Teasley, 2 of the greats in Negro League's history. And then today, right down where the old Tiger Stadium used to be at the corner, minority baseball prospects and the Full Count Foundation. Dan, there was so much work that went into this. Brought in the top HBCU players as historically Black colleges and university players from across the country to play in an all-star game, and it's a showcase. It's a way of getting these players seen by scouts, by organizations. It led to several last year getting drafted, and they are playing down at the corner right now, Michigan and Trumbull at the PAL ballpark, Police Athletic League ballpark. That's such a terrific setting. And I just wanted to highlight Kurt's dedication to teaching the next generation of young kids here in Detroit and also doing things on a national scale to get them seen by those who then can make decisions to pick them in the upcoming draft. Tigers did that last year. Ground ball fouled on the first base line. So it's a lot of work that went into it, and congratulations to him and the Minority Baseball Prospects Foundation as well. Drew Romo at the plate, and he's going to call time.
You know, Chris Vetter had to go out. I just think Troy sat around for a little bit and came out and really was struggling with his command, which was really odd. And I think just kind of had to reel Troy back in a little bit, and it's got him back into the strike zone.
Now swing and a miss. Curveball got him. So that counts as a good mound visit.
Yes, and it just always seems like it happens. I mean, I mean, at least 9 out of 10 times it happens. I mean, there's the occasional one where something will go wrong, haywire, and then somebody come up with a big hit. But generally, whatever message, it's heard, received, and implemented. That
brings up Sam Antonacci, 1-0. White Sox on top. We're in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch slider away. Antonacci's second pitch of the game hit a home run. Troy Melton has faced 17 batters since. And I don't have a hard hit ball in my scoreboard.
No.
That's some really good pitching. Only the 2 strikeouts, both on curveballs. But when you can miss barrels as consistently as he now has in 3 of his last 4 starts, again, I'm throwing out the Minnesota start. It's my rules. Pitch away. Because it was a warm, stormy, hot, humid night, the ball was jumping. Even if you want to include that, still, he's been really impressive since coming off the injured list. Such an important arm for this rotation. The 2-0. Backdoor cutter. That's the pitch that got him back into the strike zone in the start against Tampa.
And I think you're right about that, too, because it's just like he's fallen off a little bit to that first base side and not catching, his arm's not catching up, so he's missing to the arm side against lefties, and that cutter will bring him back driving through home.
Swing and a miss. Up and away. Live fastball, 95. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jake wanted to throw down to first. Tristan Peters has some speed, 4 steals and 6 attempts, but he did not draw the throw. McKinstry's right up the middle. McGonigal basically where the hole would be between short and third. Fastball up and away. First time that Troy Melton has struggled with his command in any inning. He's fallen behind 3 different batters, 2-0 in this inning. He's been throwing nothing but strikes through the first 4. The 3-2. Got him. Called third strike. Cutter challenged.
Batter's challenging the pitch.
And he is going to win this challenge.
That was immediate, Dan.
Yep.
Pitch the ball. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
From an inning-ending strikeout to a 2-out walk. Now Miguel Vargas at the plate. Really the first long inning of the day for Troy Melton. 17 pitches is not that many. That's just 1 over an average inning. He's handled Vargas twice today. Soft fly ball to center and a ground ball routine to short. Clouds blocking the sun at the moment. First pitch cutter, swing and a miss. Man, he's throwing that cutter hard. That's that 93.
That one especially. He got a little, there was some anger in that because he walked Antonacci and just missed with that cutter to him.
Strikeout updates brought to you again by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Strike 1, ground ball foul down the third baseline.
See how he's locked in again with those right-handers.
Yeah.
It's just the lefties is just falling off a little bit, and that arm not catching up, or it's just his eyesight. It's taking him that way. Instead of he knows he's not going to take him this way because he'll hit him right in the head if it does. So that's why he's able to drive right through the catcher against righties.
The 0-2 swing and a miss. Got him. 98. Dotted. Down and away. Vargas strikes out. What a pitch.
That
Troy
Antonacci walk really angered Troy.
Third strikeout ends. One hit the White Sox through 5. Tigers need to get the offense going. 1-0 Sox. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Plus, whenever you shop Meyer, you help support organizations all over the city, from local businesses and manufacturers to schools, food banks, kids' athletics, and more programs that bring us together. Because when you shop Meyer, you don't just shop for yourself. You shop for your entire community. You create reasons to celebrate and opportunities for people in your community to live, to learn, to work, and to play. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the 7th inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meyer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers.
It starts small, a tight feeling in your chest, a pain in your knee that makes it hard to walk, or questions about your pregnancy. When you need care, finding a doctor who takes Medicaid shouldn't be a challenge. At McLaren, we make it simple. We proudly accept Medicaid and help you find the right specialist so you can get the care you need without the stress. When Medicaid matters, trust McLaren for your care. Find your specialist at mclaren.org/Medicaid matters.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
All they do is win. Howyer Lee takes a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from the lefty Joe Rock, strike 1. Now the strike 1 pitch, fastball away at 93, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Tigers looking for their first hit of the day. Couple of balls early could have been hits. Fine plays by Montgomery at short, Antonacci at second. The 0-2. Change up in the dirt. Neither one particularly hit hard. A ground ball in the right spot. Montgomery ranging far to the right field side of second in the first inning. Took a hit away from McGonigal, and then Dingler, just a soft line drive, grabbed with a well-timed leap by Antonacci, a step onto the outfield grass. That's been it. The 1-2. Ooh, half cut, almost ate him up inside, but he got a piece of it. Howyer Lee back. Remember, he came back before the injury to Gleyber Torres. Tigers were carrying an extra position player. Gleyber Torres got hurt. He stayed. Renzo Perez, change up away, went on the injured list, and that brought Major League debut of Trey Cruz. Tigers looking for their first hit on a bullpen day for the White Sox. The 2-2. Swinging a soft fly ball to right field. Montgomery, Braden will make the catch. You can see the wind push that toward right center. Man, there's just no hard contact. And you worry on a bullpen day, Dan, when that first guy goes 9 up, 9 down like Sean Newcomb did. Last inning, the Tigers couldn't take advantage of a bases were loaded on walks situation. And now Will Venable very much has this game laid out how he wants it to go the rest of the way. He's got Kerry Carpenter out of the game. Jake Rogers batting, first pitch, ground ball chopped wide of third, scooped up by Vargas. He'll flip it to Gonzalez at first. 2 up, 2 down, 5th inning, 1-0 White Sox. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio scoreboard, brought to you by Meyer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. A lot of games coming up a little bit later on this afternoon. Cincy 2-1 over the Yankees in the bottom of the 3rd inning in New York. Yankees are coming here Monday for 3. Zach McKinstry swings and misses. Perfectly placed fastball away. Toronto and the Cubs are scoreless and just underway in Chicago. The streaky Cubs, 6.5 out in the Central. Slider misses low and outside. Nationals and Rays, a 4 o'clock start. Nationals have lost. They've been playing some good ball, but they've lost their last 5 road series. These White Sox have lost their last 6 road series. The 1-1. Down and away. Spencer Arrighetti, the pitcher of the month in the month of May, goes for the Astros tonight against the Guardians. They rallied late for a big win over the Guardians yesterday. Arrighetti had a great May, and he has struggled so far in June. Down and away, and it's 3-1. Left-on-left matchup, Joe Rock against Zach McKinstry, who struck out against the lefty Sean Newcomb first time up. Again, there are 4 lefties in this bullpen for the Chicago White Sox. The 3-1. Swing and a foul. Pretty impressive location. Not last inning with the righty Davis on the mound, but Joe Rock has been precise with his fastball location, working third base side of the rubber from the stretch. Holds the glove at the belt. The 3-2. Swing and a foul, tipped off the glove of the catcher Romo. Second pitch of the game from Troy Melton to Sam Antonacci. Went into the seats in right field. Not wind aided because the wind's blowing right to left. That's been it for the run scoring today. Tigers' only opportunity was last inning. They left the bases loaded. McKinstry swings, pops it up, foul down the third base line. Long run for Grichuk, and that will safely get out of the reach of Vargas. The third baseman gave chase, and I think the wind definitely helped the Tigers there. Kept pushing the ball away from both.
Boy, that was a heck of an effort by Vargas, too. He had a long way to go, he and Grichuk, but boy, Vargas came up and ended up going into that netting down the third baseline. You figure Isert is, I mean, he could be available, but being the opener yesterday and through 32 pitches, he is probably down, takes away one of the lefties.
3-2, low and away. Zach McKinstry, 8-pitch battle. Draws a 2-out walk. Lineup turns over for Kevin McGonigal. Kevin McGonigal takes a slider strike on the outside edge. Walked his last time up. That was one of 3 walks last inning. Tyler Davis walked the bases loaded. Joe Rock got out of the jam by getting Jahmai Jones, the pinch hitter. Slider backs up on the inside third for a called strike 2.
You just looked at the reaction from Kevin McGonigal on that one. He kind of just buckled him a little bit, thinking that was going to be a fastball in. Don't see that very often from Kevin McGonigal.
The 0-2 away. This time Drew Romo stuck it. Hope that might get Stu Sherwater to call a pitch 8 inches off the plate and strike, but no. Montgomery at short, shades up the middle. Vargas is deep and off the line at third. The outfield fairly shallow on Montgomery. They play him to go the opposite way. 1-2 line drive, base it into center. McKinstry round second. He's going to stop at second base. Quick flip on the cutoff from Montgomery to Antonacci. He took the big turn. I love the aggressiveness, but they almost got him at second base going back. First hit of the day comes in the 5th inning with 2 outs.
What a good swing by Kevin McGonigal, too. They tried to sneak a fastball by him after a steady dive of those sliders, and he was sitting on it and shot it right back up the middle. Now, it just after 2 left-handers up there. Now he's got to deal with Dylan Dingler.
Dingler hitting just 200 against lefties. He torched lefties last year. That means he's due. First pitch down and in. Again, big power numbers against righties. Takes ball 1. Kevin McGonigal, by the way, what production against lefties. He's getting regular at-bats against lefties. 87 plate appearances now. Slider strike on the inside edge. And Dan, he's hit 270. Draws walks. A little bit of extra base power. 2 home runs. But, I mean, you feel just as comfortable with him up there with a lefty as you do a righty almost. The 1-1. Swinging line drive, base hit into right field. McKinstry around third, he will score. McGonigal scoots over to third. The throw goes all the way through, but he'll go in standing up. Dylan Dingler delivers with 2 outs. His 52nd RBI of the year. Tigers tied at 1.
Got a fastball again. Every time that's a fastball coming in there. McGonigal shot it back up the middle. Dylan Dingler stayed inside that. Inside out of it into right field. Tigers on the board, but that big 2-out walk to Zach McKinstry got this inning started. And again, Tigers scoring with 2 outs like they've done a good amount this year.
One of the most productive Tiger hitters, the most productive Tigers hitter against lefties this year, Matt Vierling steps to the plate. Yes, he has struggled against righties. Big production against lefties. Hit them for average and power. First pitch slider at the knees for a called strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Walk, single, single. Now Tigers will try to take the lead. Rock working toward the third base side of the rubber. Antonacci right up the middle at second base to strike 1. High and away. Missed big with the fastball. Sun ducking in and out of the cloud cover this afternoon. Mostly cloudy for the last couple of innings. A little bit of sunshine at the moment. The 1-1. Swinging a high pop-up. Shallow center field. Antonacci waving his arms, and he'll make the catch. Call off the center fielder Peters. Matt Vierling pops out. The Tigers tie it up. We head to the 6th inning in a 1-1 tie on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers, Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Get a large pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars for just $5 if you're an Amazon Prime member. That's right, $5. Not only is this a good deal, but it's also the first pizza deal of its kind on Prime. You could say it's a trailblazing deal, a groundbreaking pizza deal, or even a history-making pizza deal. So what do you say? Want to make pizza history? Of course you do! Get your $5 pizza from Little Caesars this Prime Day, June 15th to June 26th, online only.
Pizza, pizza. I'm attorney Mark Bernstein, and we partner with the Michigan State Police to keep you safe on the road. Get your free Call Sam Car Safety Kit. Call Sam Car Safety Kit today at callsam.com.
It's brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Go and experience the Demmer difference. Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. Rory Melton delivers a first pitch slider low and away. 3-4-5 hitters. Tyler Holton getting ready in the Tigers bullpen. Benintendi, Montgomery, Grichuk. The hitters due up for the White Sox. Melton's changeup in the dirt. Quickly 2-0. Benintendi is grounded out and hit a soft fly ball to right field in his 2 at-bats. Easy warm day in downtown Detroit. 2-0 ground ball. Diving stop at second by Hyu Lee from a knee. Throws to Torkelson at first. Got him. Nice play by Hyu Lee. He's starting to play some really solid defense, Dan, second and at third.
He is. He's seen him make a really fine plays over at second base and keep that leadoff hitter on. Troy Melton does a nice job of throwing that cutter behind in that hitter's count, 2-0. And Hyu Lee is able to knock that ball. It stayed in his glove, came up, got him by a step.
Colson Montgomery batting. First pitch curveball. Big swing and a miss. Lots of fastballs to start at-bats early in the game, and then right away, starting in the third, really, the third batter of the second inning, really started to mix his pitches well with Jake Rogers. Fastball high and outside. Jake has such a feel back there, doesn't he, Dan?
It didn't take long either. That was the impressive thing.
cutters, change-ups, fastball up and away, swing and a miss. Really started to mix his pitches very well for first pitch strikes. Then he got back to the fastball. He's been getting easy outs ever since the Antonacci home run to start the game. There's not been a hard hit ball since then. The 1-2. Fastball high and away. 2 fly balls to center field for Colson Montgomery. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts for Troy Melton. And the pitch count still a very reasonable 78 with 1 out here in the 6th. The 2-2, swing and a miss, got him with the beauty of a slider.
I like the way AJ describes it when he talks about that. He says, you got to be able to audible. You can go over a game plan and say, this is how we're going to attack them. But if you see them kind of going over and doing something different, that's when you have to audible, call a different game plan, and that's exactly what these two have done.
That was a near perfect slider.
It was a good one.
Sinker with a lot of sink. Grabs the bottom rail to Randall Grichuk, strike 1. Melton working quickly. Big step back with the left foot. Slides the right foot to the middle of the rubber. Slider, swing and a miss. A little bigger break on that slider. 86, sharply down and away. I mean, that's unhittable.
Those last 2 are the best he's thrown.
The 0-2. Fastball 96 misses away. Really nice job working with Jake Rogers. Mixing the pitches. And this has been an impressive stretch of 21 batters. The 1-2. Change up, no, the cutter. Missed down and in. Hardest working player brought to you by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball, the hardworking people who make it possible. This goes to Troy Melton for 5 2/3 innings of terrific work. 2-2, swing and a miss. He got him. Another slider. Troy Melton, that's an inning. Slider wipes out Montgomery, wipes out Randall Grichuk. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 1-1 game. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Doesn't phase Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hey Tigers fans, it's Jason Benetti. Are you looking to sweep the season series against pests? Then it's time you consider the Rose Pest Solutions Home Service Program. There are 3 service levels to give you peace of mind all year long. Choose from basic, advantage, or premium. No matter the plan, each comes with a dedicated Rose technician. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Fox 2 is just the best.
I watch before I go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good. When I watch Fox, I feel like I'm getting the whole story. They're working for you.
Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. Troy Melton did get the handshake. Riley Green takes first pitch, slurve down and away. Slider grabbed the outside edge. Probably outside, but we have seen Riley Green he's not real comfortable challenging. Slider away, swinging a foul out of play. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Joe Rock still on the mound. Now in his 3rd inning of work, he got the last out of the 4th inning. The 0-2, swinging a high fly ball left field. This one's deep. Grichuk going back, and we'll have room onto the track. Thought the wind might, Dan, just might, boost it over that bullpen fence.
I kept waiting for it to push it.
It didn't kick in.
Did it?
It really didn't kick in. Doggone it.
That got halfway up in the air, and I said, oh, it's going to get the boost. And
I think Richard
really
Richard was worried because he raced back to the track. I thought he was getting ready to jump, and then he's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, take a step in.
It's funny how the wind comes into this ballpark in so strong right to left breeze by the flags outside the ballpark. And even the one in the visiting bullpen, but there are definitely different layers. And it feels like yesterday, because the ballpark is set below street level, you don't know sometimes how it's going to come into the ballpark. Line drive to center field. That one's hit hard. Tristan Peters on the run, and that's by him. All the way the deepest part of the ballpark. Torkelson will stop at second base. Deep drive to center. That's one of the best swings we've seen from Torque in a non-home run swing. He's got a one-out double at second base here in the sixth.
Boy, again, the Tigers, anytime that there is a fastball, either the four-seam or the sinker from Rock, I mean, the Tigers are rocking it. They definitely, are not hitting that slider, but every time a fastball's coming in there, they are right on it.
James Outman came into the game. Remember, Jahmai Jones pinch hit for Carpenter. Shot, diving attempt by the second baseman Antonacci off his glove. Torkelson coming home. Throw from Montgomery, not in time. Gets by the catcher Romo, and down to second goes Outman. Line drive, single. Torkelson scores. Tigers take a 2-1 lead in the sixth.
Boy, what a job by Outman. I think he was sitting on a slider thinking this left on left, I'm going to get one. This one stayed in the middle of the plate, and he stayed right on it. Good short swing, able to get that just out of the reach of Antonacci at second base. Torque comes around to score.
How about that for James Outman? Homered in his first at-bat. It had been a struggle since, and that's a big, big hit. Check swing, tap foul off the bat of Hao-Yu Lee. Double, single combination. Righty against the lefty, and now the lefty against the lefty. 2-1 Tigers in the sixth inning. Outman runs well. Big swing from Hao-Yu Lee. Fouls it out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. So there'll be an error. Usually that is charged to the outfielder who makes the throw home. Wasn't that bad a throw, but it went right by Romo. Single now could make it a 3-1 game. The 0-2. Swing and a foul straight back. Check some scores in the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios scoreboard, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. We'd like to correct something from earlier. We heard from the research department that an earlier note that the Nationals had lost 5 straight road series actually was the opposite. They won their last 5. Hao-Yu Lee, it's a fly ball right field deep, playable for Montgomery. He'll get behind it, make the catch. Outman will easily head over to third. The throw's cut off by the other Montgomery on the infield grass. Deep fly ball. Outman's at third with 2 outs. But going back to that, no, we're going to blame ChatGPT for this because the inquiry apparently went to AI, and it came back as 5 road losses, and then AI reached out later and said, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Because you know what? ChatGPT has never seen a baseball game, so they don't always know about wins and losses, and so that's what we're blaming it on.
Well, you know what?
Not on any one human individual.
I've seen it. I've gotten a couple of mistakes, too, when I've checked.
Right?
Yeah.
Hallucinations. It's a real thing. Jake Rogers takes a pitch on the outside edge for a called strike. But we did want to make sure that correction got out there. Don't blame the research department. They're good.
All over it again, as usual.
The strike one. Swing a line drive, left center. Base hit for Jake. James Outman scores. 3-1 Tigers. Big clutch hitting here in the sixth.
So there's that fastball again. Jake Rogers just jumping all over it. Hammers that into left center field to drive in another run. Such a big job, a great job by Troy Melton with the shutdown inning in the sixth fired everybody up.
Zach McKinstry takes a slider low and away. Yeah, you've seen it, right, Dan? That you make big pitches on the mound, that dugout gets energized.
Yep. I mean, they got their first run in the fifth. Troy shut them down. They can respond with 2 more here.
Fastball away. McKinstry started the rally last inning, 2 outs, bases empty. He saw 8 pitches, drew a walk with 2 outs, and then it was a McGonigal single, a Dingler single to tie the game. Melton went out, worked his best inning of the day with 2 of the best sliders you will see from Troy Melton or anybody else for that matter. Fastball low, 3-0 on Zach McKinstry. I mean, just some wicked sliders. And you could tell it energized the dugout. Now this inning, Torkelson double, Outman single, Rogers single, the 3-0. Fastball for a strike to make it 3-1. Look, country roads here in the ballpark. I like how everybody just joined in. The music stopped, but everybody kept on singing because everybody knows the words. McKinstry takes a pitch outside and draws a walk. That's going to prompt a visit. Pitching coach Zach Bowe out to the mound. There is activity in the Chicago bullpen. Trevor Richards, a righty, is up and throwing. They obviously want Rock to face McGonigal. You would think this is his last batter.
Yeah. Trevor Richards is another one that has been stretched out. Pitched on Wednesday and threw 44 pitches, just like Rock. So back-to-back, they've got a couple of guys that maybe they could help or try to get them to the back end.
Second time the McGonigal has seen this pitcher, line drive to first, caught by Gonzalez. Oh, man, 2 feet higher, and that's a double into the right field corner that likely would have scored 2. Tigers get RBI hits from James, Outman, and Jake Rogers. Head to the 7th inning, 3-1 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
This is Mark Snethkamp. We've served Michigan customers for over 100 years. We opened our first dealership in 1926. 4 generations later, Snethkamp is still the name to trust when buying your next new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Visit us during the Make This the Summer Sales event happening now at one of our 4 locations: Highland Park, Gaylord, Midland, or Redford.
Snethkamp, Metro Detroit's original. Snethkamp.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year, or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply, not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
My dad taught me to never back down from a fight.
Mike Cox.
So, as Attorney General, I took on big utilities trying to jack up rates on customers. They lost, we won. Today, Michigan isn't failing. It's career politicians and elites who are failing us. So I'm running for governor because, like President Trump, I never back down. Eliminating the income tax, getting prices down again. It's all possible if we're willing to fight.
Paid for by Mike Cox 2026.
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Pitching change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Tyler Holton takes over on the mound after one heck of a start for Troy Melton. We'll tell you his final line in just a moment. We'll tell you the Tigers are taking a 3-1 lead. Holton facing 6, 7, 8 hitters here in the 7th inning. First pitch to Chase Mydroth, pinch hitting for Jacob Gonzalez. Misses the mark, ball 1.
What about Tyler Holton is really starting to be Tyler Holton.
Change-up, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Those last 10 outings, over 10 innings, allowed just 2 runs, no walks, and 11 strikeouts. And I think a lot of it has to do with that cutter coming back, really locating it well, and it seems to be harder and a little bit sharper.
The 1-1, ground ball to short. McKinstry scoops it off the dirt, flips to Torkelson, a little bit high, grabbed by Torque, though. 1 up and 1 down here in the 7th inning. No, this feels like the Tyler Holton that we've gotten used to watching, especially 2024 and 2025. It was a little bit worrisome, Dan, because he was going through a stretch where he was giving up a lot of hits. And now, while he still may be giving up hits, it's 10 hits in those 10 innings. The no walks, 11 strikeouts is really impressive. And again, just the 2 runs. Ground ball cued off the end of the bat down the right field line off the bat of Braden Montgomery. Fielded by Veerling. He'll flip it to Hyu Lee. A little excuse me. Ground ball that tucked inside first base from a right-handed batter. My goodness.
It was a good pitch from Tyler Holton. A changeup down and away, way out in front, and just cued right down the right field line. I mean, Dan, 1 more inch and he's out of bat.
That's as close to the end of the bat as you can get without a swing and miss. Junior Perez has grabbed a bat, so another pinch hitter. Second major league game. He got his first major league hit last night and his first home run, and they were both off Tarek Skubal. Swing and a miss at a cutter. The strike 1. Oh boy. Called the ball. Jake challenges.
Catcher is challenging the pitch.
And I think he's going to win.
I think so, man. Live, it looked real good.
And squarely in the strike zone. Good challenge by Jake. Tigers catcher's been really good. Perez waiting now in an 0-2. On the way. Off the plate away with the cutter, and Jake likes what he sees. Points the glove out.
Yeah, he was set up off the plate, and he wanted it off the plate, and Tyler obliged.
The 1-2 to Perez. Swing and a miss. Got him with the beauty of a cutter. Away, then in to finish off Perez with the cutter. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Ground ball to third base. Scooped up by McGonigal. Across the diamond to Torkelson. 5-3 put out. Ends another terrific inning of work for Tyler Holton. 7th inning stretch is brought to you by DTE. Score energy savings this season. DTEnergy.com/save energy. Runner stranded at second. 3-1 Tigers at the stretch. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Myers.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Hi, Matt Garko here from Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Right now, you will pay what we pay for your next Ford vehicle. Our customers are not just buyers, they're neighbors, friends, and family, some of whom have been returning for 50 years for their vehicle needs. At Bill Brown Ford, our mission is simple, to provide our customers with the best new car sales and service experience. It's this philosophy that's made Bill Brown Ford Michigan's #1 Ford dealer for the last 6 years. Visit us in the showroom today or online at billbrownford.com.
#1 Ford dealers based on Ford's new total retail sales reports for 2019 through 2025.
Since 1927, Gallagher has been serving the communities where we live and work.
We partner with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and benefit solutions that prepare them for what's next. Whether you are on Main Street or across the globe, we're ready to help you take on any challenge. As a proud partner of the Detroit Tigers, we bring that same commitment to Detroit and all of Michigan. Dedicated to partnering with you to face the future with confidence. Learn more at ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
McLaren Medicare hits it out of the park with their Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more at McLarenHealthPlan.org/McLaren Medicare.
Seventh inning is brought to you by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Snethkamp automotive family is celebrating 100 years for great Michigan locations. Dylan Dingler in that 2 spot. Maybe this will work out just fine with Dylan Dingler in the 2 spot. Pitch up and in. Again, with Gleyber Torres there, it's just perfect to have Dylan Dingler in the heart of the order to drive McGonigal and Torres in because they get on base so much. The 1-0, swing and a miss, change up down. New pitcher is Trevor Richards, but he had 3 hits in the game yesterday and a big hit today in the 5th inning with 2 outs. That got the Tigers on the board. The batter before, Kevin McGonigal, had the first hit of the day against White Sox pitching in the 5th inning. And the Tigers scored 2 last inning RBIs to James Outman and Jake Rogers. Fly ball, center field. This one's deep. Way back in center. Gone! Dylan Dingler gave it a ride. Straightaway center, 17th of the year, and the Tigers take a 4-1 lead.
Boy, threw him a really good changeup, almost like a Drew Anderson kick change, and then tried to sneak a fastball by Dylan Dingler. He was having none of it. Jumped all over it. That didn't need any boost from the wind. That ball was smoked.
Man, that is a blast. Not many go over the center field fence and straight away center. That was 430 because it was over where the left field wall meets the center field wall. Wow. Matt Vierling takes an 0-1 fastball away. Richards, in his 9th year in the major leagues, he has been well traveled. My goodness, he's been with 9 different teams in his 10 years in the major leagues. Change up high. Drew Romo just talked himself into that challenge. He brought that back down the strike zone. Yeah. He knew that ball was high, and he's going to lose this challenge.
Yeah.
Pitches the ball. Dog with 1 challenge remaining.
Wow.
Tricked himself.
He tricked himself. He's like, wait a minute. Didn't you see that? Oh, wait a minute. I just brought that down a foot.
Did that.
That's the first time I've seen that. The 2-1. Vierling takes. Perfect pitch, dotted. Fastball low and away. One-time starter with Miami early in his career. Again, well-traveled since. He's been with both Philadelphia and now the Chicago White Sox this season. Fastball away, swing and a miss. Matt Vierling strikes out on a 2-2. Man, that blast for Dylan Dingler. Whew. That went a long way. And again, there's nothing wrong with Dylan Dingler in the 2 spot. It's just that you kind of like him down. But if Spencer Torkelson can do the job in the 5-hole, and he's got a walk and a double today, then you can make up for the loss of Gleyber Torres.
Yeah. I just think we touched briefly on the All-Star voting.
Fastball in the dirt. 2-0 on Riley Green is 0-for-3 today.
Last night, Dylan Dingler is not happy with the All-Star voting either and says, all right, I'll show you. I'll get 3 hits. 3 hits last night, 2 more again today with 2 more RBIs. Again,
it's the one time you get to vote early, vote often, stuff the ballot box. Let's go. We got to get McGonigal and Dingler to the All-Star game. I think they'll both make it, but there's just something being voted onto it that's really special. Fly ball left field. Grichuk is tracking it onto the warning track. He'll make the catch right by the 342 marker down the left field line. On a 3-0, Riley Green flies out for the second out here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Bobby Witt Jr. too. Just you certainly hope he's okay, but he went down with a little ACL issue.
Oh no!
Right? Yeah.
Was that last night?
The day before, and no IL yet, but I think it's going to be reevaluated tomorrow. So that's certainly something to keep an eye on.
Slider for a strike to Torque. You just want your stars, and he is a superstar.
Yes.
You want them on the field.
So fun to watch play.
Torque with a deep drive to center field his last time up. Fastball low and away.
Whoa.
Torque is kind of like Riley Green. Not a big fan of challenges. That was a ball's width and a half outside the strike zone away. No challenge. And he falls behind 0-2. The pitch. They're just going to stay out there. Slider away. Kevin McGonigal's been one of the very best position players with his challenges. Kevin McGonigal does so many things well. We were talking about his wins above replacement over 4 already, which is ridiculous. And so it's just trying to a way to measure all the things you do well, whether it's base running, whether it's at the plate, whether it's defensively. All of those things are put into it. Ground ball up the middle. Colson Montgomery will field 360 spin, fire a strike over to Gonzalez at first. Torque grounds out. Another good play by Colson Montgomery at short. Tigers pad the lead on the Dingler home run, his 17th of the year. We played 7, 4-1 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank is most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
America's favorite place to watch sports just got even better. It's Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports fans, you can catch all the action from all your favorite sports at a viewing experience built for the ultimate sports fan. Relax in one of the 6 pools on 3 levels. Perfect views of the massive big screen, just like the front row seat at the ballpark. Located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at CircaLasVegas.com. That's CircaLasVegas.com.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means. It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Eighth inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor today. 4-1 Tigers. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Tyler Holton delivers a sinker on the inside edge. Called strike to Sam Antonacci. Sam Antonacci started the game by taking ball 1, a fastball from Troy Melton. Changeup misses, 1-1. And he got another pitch from Troy Melton. That was a fastball much to his liking. Antonacci not really a power hitter in any stretch of the imagination, and he hit a home run. Soft ground ball fouled on the first base line. Troy Melton then faced 22 more batters. He walked 3, hit 1. He did not give up another hit. He struck out 5, and then he turned in a gem today. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit into right field.
Man.
Sinker was up. Antonacci reaches for the 4th time today. Home run, hit by a pitch, a walk, and a single. Off the lefty, had 2 hits off Scooble yesterday. But the final line brought to you by Figer Law, Dan. 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 6 innings for Melton.
You know, and we talked about the adjustments the 2 of them made together, he and Jake Rogers. But what really impressed me was not just the cutter so much, but the way he used all of his pitches. And I think that was a big reason for the great outing.
Vargas at the plate, swings, pops it up. Riley looked like he didn't see it right away, but now he comes in. He will wave his arms, make the catch, drop the ball, and they better get the ball into second base because that was not a catch. Third base umpire Rob Drake says, no, that was not a catch. And I think that's the right call. And the base runner, Antonacci, didn't see that right away. If he'd seen it right away, he's at second base. So it's a classic 7-6-4 force at second base. Wow, how about that? Riley just dropped it. The wind was pushing it. He came over. It's in the pocket of his glove. Oh, Dan, he actually made the catch. He was taking the ball out when he dropped it.
He clearly had it for a long time.
No, that's a catch.
He even looked in like, what are you talking about? He was just reaching in to grab the ball out of his glove.
That's a surprising call by Rob Drake watching the replay. In his pocket, clearly opens the glove to take the ball out. That's why Antonacci wasn't even thinking about going to second. He's like, no. He caught that ball. So, it's Vargas at first. Swinging a pop-up off the bat into shallow right field. Hayu Lee will go out. Caro pinch hitting for Benintendi. Switch hitting catcher. Soft little pop-up for the second out. So again, the Vargas ball, the fly ball to left, it's a fielder's choice 7-6-4. And it really should have just been F7.
You know, I wonder because Riley spun around and had his back when he dropped it.
Yeah. But Rob Drake had to see that.
I would think so, but maybe that's the only thing I can think of was
agree.
You know, and then said, well, I'm gonna call it that it was a no catch, and if you want to review it, then you can review it. It's the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah, if they hadn't gotten the out, they probably would have.
Right.
They got the out, so no harm, no foul. Terrific sweeper to the lefty Montgomery. Swing and a miss. The strike one. Sinker perfect. I thought Jake might challenge. He did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-1 Tigers are in the top of the 8th inning, trying to make it 2 straight over the White Sox. The 1-1. Fastball middle for a called strike 2. Colson Montgomery was a big pain in Chicago 3 weeks ago. Homer in the last 2 games. In this series, he's 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts, 3 against Scooble yesterday. He walked in his last at-bat. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Tigers. Big deep breath for Tyler Holton. Sets, holds the glove away from the letters. The 1-2, check swing. Did he go?
Oh, boy.
Rob Drake on the appeal at third base says he did not. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, that sure looked like a big old swing.
Oh, man.
He might have held up, but just live.
Look at the side view. Well, I stand corrected. He checked in time. 2-2. Got him. Doesn't matter. Sweeper backed up on the inner third, and Colson Montgomery had no chance. He takes a called third and strikes out for the 5th time in the last 2 days. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers have a 4-1 lead, trying to make it 2 straight over the White Sox. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Forecast, and it's about to heat up. Keep your eye on the ball and listen to what Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical is offering right now. Buy a new furnace or AC and get half off installation. The guys at Mastercraft are there 24/7 for emergency service, and they back their work with a 5-year warranty. Yes, they've got financing options too. Call Mastercraft today. They're the pros for plumbing, electrical, and generators for all those power failures. They've got your bases covered. Visit MastercraftHeating.com today.
Baseball season is here, and National Coney Island is celebrating America's national pastime with Baseball Month this June. Dine in wearing your favorite baseball gear and enter to win one of our Detroit baseball prize packages, including Tigers tickets, Coney gear, and a National Coney Island gift card. Enjoy the food Detroit families love: legendary Coneys, fresh breakfasts, juicy burgers, crisp salads, and hometown favorites like the original honey sandwich served all day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's Baseball Month for a limited time only at National Coney Island, the official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
America drives Toyota in the roomy built-in the USA Grand Highlander. Now through June 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 26 Grand Highlander or Grand Highlander Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Or take advantage of a customized lease just for you. And every new Toyota comes with no-cost maintenance included. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, baseball fans, Mike Valena here. If you're looking for a great trip to plan, go do something fun, how about Vegas? The D.com, the D Las Vegas. It's your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Operator broadcast presented by authority. The Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. James Outman at the plate, ground ball, and off the glove of a diving Antonacci at second base. James Outman has done the same thing in 2 at-bats. A ground ball, one went off the glove of Antonacci into right to score a run. This first pitch swinging off the glove of a diving Antonacci. He couldn't find it. It stayed in the neighborhood, but it's another hit for James Outman.
Yeah, I thought maybe there might be a chance on that one, but it just kind of took one of those hops and bounced up a little high, and Antonacci unable to come up with it. A couple of hits for Outman off the bench.
That's a really good feeling for a young man who has had his struggles in recent years. Tigers picked him up for his defense in center. AJ talked about it. I mean, he addressed it. Yeah, he struggled. Hyu Lee swings a high, mighty pop into shallow center field. Tristan Peters, a few steps to his right, makes the catch as the wind pushes it a little bit. 0 for 4 for Hyu Lee. All have been fly balls. There were 3 to right and now 1 to left. They've all been kind of the same, just high, routine fly balls. 1 out, 1 on, 8th inning, 4-1 Tigers on top. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. Outman takes off. He got a huge jump off the lefty Murphy. And he goes in easily. Talk about reading a move. First move, he was gone.
Yeah, and I just think that is so smart right there, too. Just in this situation with the Tigers up by 3, take a chance.
Fastball, strike on the outside edge, 96. Grabs the outside edge for a called strike on Jake. 1 ball, 1 strike. AJ was talking about Tigers base running today, asked about it. Jake Rogers takes fastball right there at the belt, called a ball, challenged by Romo.
Pitch is a strike. Chicago has 1 challenge remaining.
One and 2 now the count on Jake Rogers. The pitch. Ground ball foul behind Joey Cora, the Tigers' third base coach. With all the pinch hitters, reset that defense for you for the Chicago White Sox. Montgomery moves over to third. My drop that's short. Antonacci at second. Vargas is now at first. Jake takes curveball high and away. Grichuk, Perez, Montgomery. The other Montgomery is in right. Tigers trying to add to a 4-1 lead to 2-2. Swinging a cue job off the end of the bat, still 2-2.
That's a spring training game with all these position changes out there.
Nothing quite equals the spring training game. Those scorebooks are a mess.
Not quite.
I throw them away at the end of spring. You know I don't throw any of my scorebooks away. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Whoa. Jake Rogers tried to launch on a curveball middle and couldn't find it. Jake had a big RBI hit in the 6th inning. But talk about the Tigers base running. AJ was asked about it today. The grade isn't great. They still are taking the extra base at a 51% clip. And again, over 50% has only been done by a handful of teams in the last 5 decades. So that is still a strength of this team. They don't grade out especially well overall because they don't steal a lot of bases. McKinstry takes a pitch up and away. And that's sometimes about the opportunity, sometimes because the Tigers have a lot of lefties. They still want that hole on the right side to shoot through. 1-0. Fastball at the belt for a called strike on McKinstry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of walks his last 2 at-bats have helped fuel rallies. And sometimes it's guys who have the green light who are kind of reluctant to go, swing and a miss. And that's why it was so refreshing to see James Outman take off there. That's some veteran know-how, and he didn't hesitate. As Anthony Sanders at first base is giving them all the knowledge possible. Down and away, 2-2 on McKinstry.
I like AJ when he was talking about that. He did say we're not taking advantage of the stolen base component yet. Alluding to, hey, we might in the future.
Swinging a slicing drive foul down the left field line. And it's really not about just team speed. The Tigers grade out top 10. Last year they were middle of the pack. They're top 10 in overall team speed. But that can be, so in terms of running the bases, very useful. But also, it's not translating into stolen bases, and that's how the Tigers look at it. Is it usable team speed when it comes to stealing bases? Swinging a high pop-up. Shallow center field. Perez will come in, go to his right a couple of steps as the wind pushes it toward left center. McKinstry flies out, and the Tigers strand a runner at second. We head to the 9th inning. Kenley Jantz with a 4-1 lead, trying to make it 2 straight over the White Sox. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
Is your game plan to buy or refi a home this year? Your winning play starts with a local mortgage broker. You'll get expert guidance from someone who knows your area and could save you thousands of dollars. So take the win. Go to mortgagematchup.com and put in your zip code to match with a home loan expert in your neighborhood. Powered by United Wholesale Mortgage, LLC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 3038. Licensed in all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Northville Lumber. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Ninth inning is brought to you by Comerica Bank. If you want to elevate your small business's game, visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Pitch and Change brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Kenley Jansen takes the mound, trying to close this one out. Facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Grichuk, Gonzalez, or Mydroth, and Montgomery. First pitch, check swing, tapper toward the left side. McKinstry will charge field, flip over to first. From the grass just behind the mound, one pitch, one check swing, one out in the ninth.
How about that? The sprint speed by Zach McKinstry, in which he came in to field that ball. I mean, he wasn't waiting back at all. No. That was just flying right towards that ball to make sure that he got a nice hop and able to throw that runner out to get the first big important first out of the inning.
Kenley Jansen, when he's been healthy, has been electric, really, over his last 8-10 appearances. Bunt attempt on the third base line. McGonigal will barehand throw, but the throw is just for practice because Chase Mydroth just laid down a perfect bunt single. Crowd boos, but I'm like, hey, that's good baseball. You need base runners.
It is.
McGonigal was deep. Need 2 base runners to get the potential tying run to the plate. And I can hear fans saying, well, wait a minute. He hasn't been that unhittable. He's given up a lot of walk-off home runs. And that is true. But I would say that, I mean, again, he's not making excuses, but I think you can safely say that every time that he's given up a walk-off home run, that groin injury was bothering him for several weeks before he went on the IL the first time. Cutter misses low and in. And then when he got healthy, he ripped off 6 shutout innings, 0 runs, no hits, 10 strikeouts. And then the groin started to bother him again, and that's when he gave up the walk-off in Baltimore. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. This is playable. Kevin McGonigal by third base into foul territory, makes the catch. 2 outs in the ninth. Montgomery pops out. Braden Montgomery, 2 outs in the ninth inning. Danny's come off the IL. 2 more scoreless innings. No base runners, 3 strikeouts. The point is, when he's healthy, he has been dynamite.
And you can really tell it in the way he is moving and the all-important cutter, too. You can just tell by the way he's throwing that. And you don't question anymore why he throws a sinker. I think that was a lot of it. You know, the cutter was still serviceable even when he wasn't feeling his best, but it was the other pitches that he doesn't throw that were getting damage done against him.
Junior Perez, the last hope for the White Sox. 4-1 Tigers in the ninth inning. Defensive indifference, and Chase Mydroth will head down to second base. Perez struck out his only at-bat. Runner at second base, 2 outs in the ninth inning. The 1-0. Cutter just above the belt. We've seen the cutter up to 94, 95. He said he prefers it right at 92, 93. That's when he gets that sharp late break. The 2-0, swing and a foul to the screen. Cutter, and that was almost like a defensive hack. 2-1. 34,692 on their feet here at Comerica Park. Kenley Jansen trying to get the final out here in the ninth inning. He sets the 2-1. Up and in. Ooh, the cutter was head high. Perez spins out of that right-handed batter's box. Rookie in just his 3rd major league game. Big numbers last year in the minor leagues. He's got pop. We saw it last night. Homered off Skubal. Upright, relaxed stance. Knees slightly flexed. The 3-1. Challenged on a fastball off the plate and in. And Jake Rogers, I think, is going to lose this one.
Pitch of the ball.
I don't blame him for taking a shot there. You had 2 challenges, and instead of walking and bringing the tying run to the plate, take a shot.
A walk puts a couple of men on, and Drew Romo at the plate. He had some good swings against the Tigers 3 weeks ago. Kind of an all-or-nothing hitter. Swinging a fly ball, center field deep. Going back, Outman. He'll make the catch. Deep straightaway center. Tigers win. Bats come alive against White Sox pitching for the first time. Tigers tie it up with a run in the 5th. 2 big runs in the 6th, and the Dingler bomb caps the scoring. Bullpen does the job again, led by Tyler Holton and Kenley Jansen. Our final score, the Tigers take the series from the Chicago White Sox with a second consecutive win. The final score, the Tigers 4 and the Chicago White Sox 1.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now well-qualified GM employees with a current eligible GMC lease use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $40.89 due at signing. That's $199 at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit gmcofferinfo.com for details.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio, but we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that fit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it better.
Davey Tree and the Detroit Tigers are excited to present triples for trees. 3 trees planted for every Tigers triple this season. That's 99 trees and counting.
1,000 plus filing out of Comerica Park. They've just seen their Tigers make it 2 straight over the Chicago White Sox, the first place Chicago White Sox by a final score of 4-1. Troy Melton was terrific in this game. Tiger bats came alive in the middle innings to support him, and then Holton and Jansen closed it out. Good day at the ballpark, near perfect day for baseball. Good to see the Tiger bats come alive when they needed it most. Tigers improved to 32-44 with a win. White Sox fall to 39-36 with the loss. 4-1 win for the Tigers. Dan and I are back to talk about it after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
I packed for every possible scenario. Snacks, gloves, rain jacket, and 3 hats.
That's team management.
I call it being prepared.
Just like the Ford roster, as the official vehicle partner of Major League Baseball, it's a lineup made for every kind of game.
Different players for different games?
Exactly. You don't send the same guy out for every at-bat.
So a choice for everything.
Mm-hmm. And right now, your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealers have a strong lineup on the ground. Find the one that fits your game.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here. Now, at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Detroit Tigers postgame from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. Here are Dan Dickerson and Dan Petrie.
Tigers make it 2 straight over the White Sox with a 4-1 win. Let's start with our player of the game, Pennington Grass Seed, the official grass seed of the Detroit Tigers. Some pretty strong candidates. And this is great because on days like this, you can just spread this one around, but you start with Melton and Dingler, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we gave it to Dingler yesterday.
And it's 2 days in a row is just fine.
Well, and that's right. But I'll go with the pitcher, and as you said, Troy Melton came out and really set the tone. And I just thought it was just after the leadoff home run, I mean, it completely shut them down and just gave the Tigers bats a chance to get rolling, which they did in the middle innings.
And Jake Rogers certainly gets a lot of credit for the game that he
does.
called.
Yep.
You really like the adjustment the Tigers made early in the game.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the cutter, as you talked about, just getting him back, into that strike zone and just something different from sitting on that four-seam fastball. But I just thought the way that he threw all of his pitches, mixed them all in. I mean, the sinker, not much, but it was just all the other pitches. He really threw all of them, and I think that led a lot to him being very successful.
Stat of the game brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. You've always got a stat, Dan. I always like to hear from you first on this one.
Yeah, this is it's either 2 or it's 21.
All right.
But I just think it's really big. 2 scoreless innings from Tyler Holton right there, after Troy Melton comes out. 21 was how many pitches he threw in those 2 innings.
In 2 innings.
Yeah.
Those are really efficient. But it's also worth noting what you talked about, his last 10 innings of work.
Yeah.
This is now getting back to being that guy that, I mean, when you can work 2 innings, because earlier it was hard for AJ to use him for 2 innings because there was traffic on the base paths and he was giving up hits and the pitch count was climbing. This is what he got used to doing in 2024 and 2025.
And you can see the stuff is sharper, but I still always go back to that cutter is so important, and it looks, the velocity, it was up today on that cutter, but it's where he's putting it, and then all of his other pitchers go off of that cutter, the sinker, the changeup, and really 2 good innings from Tyler Holton.
Big hit of the game is brought to you by Little Caesars. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. Take your pick. Every RBI in the 5th and 6th was big. But Dylan Dingler's 2-out single in the 5th inning, Dan, really getting on the board after getting shut down through 4 innings and really shut down most of this year in 5 games by the White Sox. That was a big hit to tie the game at 1.
Yeah, and what were they? They were getting no hit, too, by Sean
Until
Newcomb.
1 batter before.
Yeah. And I got a big hit also, just one of those ones that, maybe it does show up in the box score. But Spencer Torkelson, there was 1 out in that 6th inning, and he hit that double. If he makes an out there, it's 2 outs, and it's just really quiet. That kind of started it right before Outman got the base hit to put the Tigers in front. So that was a big hit, too.
And great to see James Outman, who homered in his first at-bat as a Tiger, but there's been a lot of swing and miss since, and that's kind of been the track record in recent years. And you're like, oh, no, 2 hits today for him was big.
Yes, really good to see.
Tigers win 4-1. Now have a chance to sweep the White Sox tomorrow. Stay with us. We've got more to this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
Take me out to the ball game.
Hey, Tigers fans, the Michigan Lottery has something to sing about. Introducing the Detroit Tigers games, a Tigers instant ticket and 2 online games.
Buy me some Tigers games, wish me luck.
Maybe I'll win $500,000.
Enjoy your favorite pastime and a chance to strike it rich.
So let's root for the Tigers.
With 1, 2, 3 ways to play it. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits, always the best bet. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Get a large pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars for just $5 if you're an Amazon Prime member. That's right, $5. Not only is this a good deal, but it's also the first pizza deal of its kind on Prime. You could say it's a trailblazing deal, a groundbreaking pizza deal, or even a history-making pizza deal. So what do you say? Want to make pizza history? Of course you do! Get your $5 pizza from Little Caesars this Prime Day, June 15th to June 26th, online only. Pizza, pizza.
Ford dealers, visit buyfordnow.com. A couple of good plays early. Colson Montgomery at short. Sam Antonacci at second. Robbie McGonigal and Dingler, first two hitters of the game for the Tigers. Ground ball in the right spot. Montgomery made a nice play. Dingler soft line drive, and Antonacci got up to make that play. On the Tigers side defensively, I don't have a star next to any of the plays, but just a well-played, solid game. But the reason it wasn't a game where they had to make a bunch of big plays, Melton got a lot of soft contact.
Yeah, that one play that stood out on the Tiger side, we talked about Antonacci, what a game he had. He was a White Sox player of the game. But Hao-Yu Lee made a nice play on Benintendi leading off the sixth inning where he went into that hole over there, dove, and then and then got up and threw him out. That was a good play on the Tiger side. And
I'm going back into my scorebook right now. I'm putting a little I do an exclamation point, but I always say put a little star next to that one. That was a good play. RBI leaderboard brought to you by Bill Brown Ford. Visit Bill Brown Ford in Livonia and visit BillBrownFord.com today. Dylan Dingler, another good day to play. 2 or more RBIs plus a home run, 17 home runs and 53 RBIs for Dylan Dingler. This is game number 76, still 5 games shy of the midway mark of 81 games. Good day here at the ballpark. Tigers win it 4-1. Go for the sweep of the White Sox tomorrow. Stay with us. Game recap with Tim Jetski next on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Meijer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the 7th inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers. These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
America drives Toyota and the best-selling Toyota Tacoma. Now through June 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 26 Tacoma. Plus, up to $1,000 APR cash on Tacoma hybrids. Excludes TRD Pro and Trailhunter. APR cash must be applied to deal. Or take advantage of a customized lease just for you. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Baseball season is here, and National Coney Island is celebrating America's national pastime with Baseball Month this June. Dine in wearing your favorite baseball gear and enter to win one of our Detroit baseball prize packages, including Tigers tickets, Coney gear, and a National Coney Island gift card. Enjoy the food Detroit families love. Legendary Coney's, fresh breakfasts, juicy burgers, crisp salads, and hometown favorites like the original honey sandwich served all day for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's Baseball Month for a limited time only at National Coney Island, the official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios. I'm Tim Jetski. Tigers beat the White Sox 4-1. Troy Melton the win. Joe Rock the loss. Time now for the game recap. It's brought to you by your Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers. Visit a showroom today for exceptional offers. White Sox wouldn't waste any time getting on the scoreboard. Sam Antonacci deposited the second pitch of the game into the first row where the wall angles out and right, and the Chi Sox would lead 1-0. Tigers got their first hits of the game in the fifth, and they would make them count. A 2-out walk and a single put a pair on for Dylan Dingler.
The 1-1. Swinging line drive, base it into right field. McKinstry around third, he will score. McGonigal scoots over to third. The throw goes all the way through, but he'll go in standing up. Dylan Dingler delivers with 2 outs, his 52nd RBI of the year. Tigers tied at 1.
Tigers produce again in the sixth. The 1-out double put a man on for James Outman.
Shot, diving attempt by the second baseman Antonacci off his glove. Torkelson coming home. Throw from Montgomery, not in time. Gets by the catcher Romo, and down to second goes Outman. Line drive, single. Torkelson scores. Tigers take a 2-1 lead in the sixth.
A flyout followed, moved Outman to third with 2 down for Jake Rogers. Hit a sharp line drive to center for a single on the RBI to give the Tigers a 3-1 lead. More Tigers offense in the seventh. Dylan Dingler leading off.
Fly ball, center field. This one's deep. Way back in center. Gone! Dylan Dingler gave it a ride. Straightaway center, 17th of the year, and the Tigers take a 4-1 lead.
That would be the final. Pitching in this one, bullpen day for the Sox. Opener Sean Newcomb, though, ended up being their long man. He went 3 perfect innings. He struck out 4. Tiger starter Troy Melton went 6. 1 inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Tyler Holton and Kenley Jansen each saw work out of the Tigers' pen. Holton in a scoreless pair. Jansen closing out in the 9th, his 9th save of the year. Coming up next, we'll take a look at scores from around the major leagues. This is your home for Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
American values, strength, quality, and pride in a job well done. Everything Wallside is meant for over 82 years. And as America celebrates 250 years, Wallside is too. With half off all windows. Plus, get an extra $250 off every window for cash. Or choose low monthly payments with our no deposit, no interest financing. Strength, quality, pride in a job well done. Wallside. 1-800-521-7800. Or go to wallside.com.
Baseball is back in the D, and it's time to bring the bliss to game day. This season, crack open a Carbliss while you're cheering on the Detroit Tigers, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories with bold, unbeatable flavor. From tailgates outside the ballpark to watch parties at home, Carbliss is the MVP of your lineup. So when the Tigers swing big, you sip big. Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Find your bliss at drinkcarbliss.com.
Home means everything to you. So when rates drop, you don't just sit back. Rocket Mortgage watches the market to help you save money when the time is right. We make refinancing simple and savings even simpler. Never miss a new lower monthly payment.